Welcome to Third Wave Business Systems Advanced Productivity Pack Installation and Configuration Demo. My name is Dennis Tucker. I'm the Development Manager at Third Wave, and today I'll be showing you how to install and configure the APP application in your SAP Business One environment. To begin the APP installation, you'll need to download the latest software from our support portal. Once you've decompressed the files, you'll see several folders that will be used in this installation, the first of which is the DB server. If your environment is using separate servers to house the SAP server tools and Microsoft SQL Server, it's important to note that the APP database server should be installed on the server that houses Microsoft SQL Server. We're going to right-click on the setup executable and click Run as Administrator to initialize the installation process. Once the wizard begins, you can click the Next button, review and accept the end-user license agreement, and enter the applicable customer information. You can change the destination folder where the software will be installed on your system if needed. For this instance, I'll change it from my C drive to my E drive. And then you'll need to enter the database server information. You need to enter the name of your SQL database server. The IP address of the server can alternatively also be used in this field. And determine if you're going to use Windows authentication or server authentication. In this case, I'll enter an administrative SQL user and password. Click the Next button, and then click the Install button. The installation wizard will copy and install any needed files and DLLs. Once it's complete, you can click the checkbox to launch the database server. And if this is a first-time installation, you'll be brought up to the server settings screen where you need to enter information, again including the server name for SQL, the database name that you'll be running APP against, the SQL server type, whether it's 2005, 2008, or 2012, an SAP administrative username and password, a SQL administrative username and password, and the B1 license server name. If you'll be utilizing the SMTP option for sending emails through APP, you'll want to complete the section with your SMTP server name, port number, and determine if you want to enable SSL encryption. If you're using Outlook to send emails, these fields may not be required. You can also set several options for APP menus, including when the APP menu will refresh, either on load or not on load. And you can also suppress menu items for document-specific reports on the main menu by selecting this checkbox. We'll click the Test Connection button to verify that our connection credentials are OK and that it's successful, and then we'll click OK on the server settings screen. The Windows service may need to be restarted in order to take effect. Next, we're going to click the Create APP Objects link in the database server. This will create any user-defined objects, user-defined tables, and user-defined fields needed in the SAP company database. When that's complete, we'll click on the Recreate SQL Objects. This will create any additional database objects required for the function of APP. Next, we'll click on the Setup Activity Integration and Setup Dashboards and Advanced Delivery Definitions links in the database server. The function of the Dashboards link is to install default content and is not required for APP installation. Once the icons are all green, we can move on to creating a license key for the APP application. To do this, you'll need to access the TWBS support portal and use your login credentials. Once you've successfully logged in, click on the My Customers link in the upper left corner of the page. You'll see a list of all Third Wave products available to the customer, along with their partner name, and links that allow you to either add a support ticket or to generate a license. Click on the Generate License Key link at the right of the line, and fill in the appropriate data on the license details screen. Customer code, product code, and number of users will be automatically filled in for you. You should complete the server name, which should match the server name on the Choose Company window in SAP, even if you're using the IP address. Select the appropriate Business One version, and the build number, which can be determined from the application's build number and product version on the Add-on Manager or Add-on Administration screen in SAP. Once you've completed all the necessary information, Click the Generate License button, and the license will be displayed on the screen and will also be emailed to you. You can copy the license key directly off the screen, go back to the database server, click the Add Edit License Key link, paste the license key into the screen, and click the OK button. The license will be applied to the database, and we can proceed to the client installation of the application inside SAP Business One. To install the SAP client portion of the APP application, you'll need to log into SAP with an administrative level user who has access to the add-on administration screen. You're going to click the Register Add-on button, browse out to the folder where the APP client is installed, and select the ARD file. Check the Install as part of registration checkbox and click the button. You can set how you would like the APP application to load, manually or automatic or being disabled. Click the Update button. The SAP client installation process will begin. You can click Next on the installation wizard, Next again, and the application's SAP client files will be installed to the system. Once the installation is complete, click the Close button, and you can set user preferences for individual users if required. I'll change the manager user to default from the administration screen's option for loading. I'll go to the add-on manager and start the APP application. Once the application is finished loading, the SAP menu bar will be refreshed. To utilize certain aspects of the APP application, including customizer and dashboard functionality, you need to enable modules. Go to the Administration menu, Setup, APP Setup, and APP Module Manager to get a list of modules available in the application. Simply click the active checkbox next to the modules that you would like to turn on. In this case, I'll enable Customizer, the B1 Security Audit Report, Dashboards, and Journal Voucher Import. In order to complete the activation of these modules, it is required that the user stop and restart the APP application in SAP Business One. For more information on ThirdWave's Advanced Productivity Pack or any of the other applications that ThirdWave offers, please visit our website at www.twbs.com. You can click the Contact Us link in the upper right corner of the page. Existing ThirdWave partners and customers can obtain more information through the support portal by clicking the Customer Support link in the upper right corner of the page. Thank you for your time and attention.